Everybody needs some non-judgmental love somewhere in their lives, even if they eat your hand, right?
If you want to communicate with your dogs, one of the first things you have to do is communicate. People are very often quite silent about what they're doing, and they somehow or another expect the dog to understand what's going on. One of the easiest ways to get your dog to be more responsive is simply to talk to him. So if you're going up or down stairs, you can say something like stairs. If you're going in or out, you can say out. After a while, the dog comes to anticipate that sort of thing and begins to understand those kinds of words.
He loves traveling on the road because he likes to put his head on the dashboard and look out at the scenery and the BIRDS that go by. I won't say it. Birdie. Where's the bird? Where's the birdie? Where are they? Are they up here? Are they up here? They might be up here.
It's possible to breed dogs for very specific behaviors. The first retrievers were probably bred from dogs which naturally retrieved. And it turned out that that particular ability, the ability to retrieve under control, could be genetically passed on.
Good girl, Sadie. Good girl.
In this game that we play, we work as a team. I hunt with my dogs, and so this game helps my dogs hunting, and the hunting helps my dogs in this game.
Over.
He's gotten very good marks so far, and if he passes, he'll get his GMHR title, which is Grandmaster Hunting Retriever. It's certainly not my training, it's his talent. He's very special to us. My wife and I don't have kids, and we bought a king-size bed to accommodate him. He's been sleeping there ever since we got him.
Rush didn't do well today, but he is a nice dog. I like him just the same. We don't get mad with each other, we just try to improve.
Doug is a man's best friend, and if I asked you to go out in that water to get that duck, you wouldn't do it, but that dog does.
I'm one of your best friends, and I sure as heck wouldn't go out in that water.
Right? Go ahead.
I've always felt that one of the great advantages of having a dog is that if you make a fool of yourself around him, the dog responds by making a fool of himself rather than by censuring you for it.
Oh, get it. Go. Come on, Come on. Ready, gonna get that ball, Maggie, you ready? You get it, Maggie, you get it! Maggie,
Whoa! Now that's what I call hot dogging. He
used to follow my bubbles when I went diving, so I decided to take him down with me. I try to stay near him and hold on to him and help him steer, but he really likes to chase fish, especially catfish.
I won't even go out when it's raining.
This is Prince Shantu. He knows everything that's going on, and he knows what you think. He's 5.5 years old, actually 5, and he's Puka. A Puka is the spirit of a human in an animal. He stops traffic. What do you say?
Rum rum.
Rum rum. Good.
I was told by our animal communicator that Molly was one of my other previous dogs that I lost to epilepsy. And it's ironic because she was born on the same date that my epileptic dog died. I've always thought, and I've told my husband for years, that she reminded me so much of Tara. And it's comforting to know that a dog that I loved so much prior to her is her.
Yes, I know.
They say, and it's usually quite true, the dog tells you when it's time to put him to sleep. It's good that we can do that for our canine friends, what we can't do for our human friends. Spare them the painful last days or very painful last weeks that humans so often go through. But Anchor made it very clear this is not time for him. He has more quality left. 2 days before I came to camp, he was lying down on the cool tile, seemed unable to get up or even lift his head, had all he could do to breathe. He seemed quite ready to go. And I called my vet, and the whole family actually went to bring him to the vet. And when he stepped out of the car, he just began to raise his head and sniff the air, and then began to drink in all the smells of the farm where my vet lives. His eyes brightened, his tail began to wag, his head came up, and he just flat out told us with his body that he had no intention of being put to sleep today. Completely changed his mind. He had a right to change his mind. I'm so glad that he did. Maybe it will be time next week, maybe it won't, but it is his decision. He's my best friend.
Where's Poochie? I know he's around here somewhere. Hey, Poochie! Oh, how could I forget these guys? They used to chase me. Ah, poor pet, my first puppy love. Ah, there he is, Poochie. I wonder what he's doing right now. Chasing squirrels, digging up bones, running after frisbees in that great dog run in the sky. He never caught a frisbee in his life. Well, maybe he finally learned to do it up there.
Up. Good boy. Come on, Sky. Go under. Goes over. Under. Frisbee dogs have to have, first of all, a real desire to fetch and retrieve. They have to want to go after it. Stay. Good boy. They need to have the athletic ability to jump high and intelligence. They have to be real intelligent so that they can learn the tricks you're trying to teach them.
All right, Sky.
And one day I'm in a park practicing, and this little scrawny mongrel dog right here comes up and just keeps bringing me sticks like he has in his hand right now, and he wants me to play, but I'm practicing for a show, so I keep trying to shoo him off, and I threw a real long one to my other dog, Jumpin' Jane, and she was up in the air, and out of nowhere, this dog comes flying up over her, grabs a Frisbee, and runs back to me, and I just thought, wow, maybe we can talk, little dog. Nobody claimed him, and we just started playing and practicing, and he was so intelligent that within 2 months he was in the show. And since that time, he's taken the show over.
Ready? Let's go. Get him, get him. Get those frisbees, Let's go up, Scooter. Hannah, boy.
I fell in love with Scoot the first time that I saw him. I really had no idea that he would turn out the way he did. The first time we competed, just for the heck of it, I went down to San Diego for a regional, and we ended up winning the contest.
Go, Scooter.
And we ended up beating, like, these world champions.
Go off the back now, Scoot. Here we go. Atta boy. Up the chest. Here we go. Let's go. Up. Hell, atta boy.
At 3 years old, he won the world championship.
Up. Atta boy. Good boy, Scoot.
As anybody will say, their dog is the best dog in the world. As far as I'm concerned, Scooter is the best dog in the world.
Yeah.
It's perfectly possible to go through life, I guess, and be a perfectly nice person and never have a dog. Never have a dog and be a very happy person. But I think almost certainly you'll be a much better person and a much happier person if you do share your life with one of these guys.
When you come home from a horrible day, I'll sound my bark and it'll all go away. Well, I give you devotion that's amazing to see, but I've never seen anything like it. No one can do that quite as well as me. So if you're looking for a soulmate, let me recommend you get a dog. I'll be your very best friend. You get a dog. He's a man's best friend. I can hear for miles and I can see in the dark. My nose is phenomenal and so is my bark. At any sign of trouble, I can sound the alarm. In the city or suburbia or out on the farm, I have these abilities 'cause I descend from the wolf, but I'm still your best friend. I jump through a hoop, land right at your feet for a pat on the noggin or a doggy treat. If you need a friend that'll always delight, just give me a whistle and I'll treat you right. I'm a better companion than a man or a wife. I'm a guaranteed faithful for the rest of my life. Don't need to go to college, don't need your car keys today. Why, I don't even know how to drive a car. I will never ever talk back, I'll always do what you say. By now I think that you should comprehend I'm the absolute greatest, I'm your very best friend. He's a dog, he's man's best friend. He's a dog, he's man's best friend. He's a dog, he's man's best friend. He's a dog.
There's a story told by the American Indians, which goes that the Great Spirit decided to divide the worlds of animals and man. So he gathered all the living beings on a great plain and drew a line in the dirt. On one side of the line stood man, on the other side stood all of the animals. And that line began to open up into a great chasm. And at the last moment, before it became unbreachable, dog leapt over and stood by man.